Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. I hope you're all doing great. Hope you had a great week so far. And welcome to a new update on Altlayer. Wanted to give you my thoughts. Wanted to do an overview on the situation right now for Altlayer. It's been very bullish, to say the least. So that's good to see. But just wanted to give you my thoughts because overall, I do think that if you look at Altlayer right now, especially in these circumstances, where let's be honest, I mean, most altcoins for the last 24 hours have been bleeding. And especially this week, we had some pretty big drops, right? And most of you know that if you're exposed to the altcoin market. But Altlayer has been nothing but bullish. Basically, since this bottom right here, Tuesday the 6th of February, Altlayer has been massively bullish. And you can also see right here that we've also gained a ton of momentum in that time. If you zoom out, I'll show you right here if we can actually see that. So the 6th of February was right here. Since then, the momentum has gone up from 50 million to 100 million. So that means that 50 million in open positions have been opened since then, or have accumulated since then. So in general, and I like Altlayer quite a lot fundamentally because I mean, I think there's something going on with Altlayer, just to be fair with you, and whether that's manipulation or whether that's just or whether that's a lot of whale buying and selling, which I do think are two different things. It doesn't matter because I do think that this is, well, deserved is a big word, but I do think that there are enough fundamental reasons for this as well to assume that it's not fully manipulated. You can also check out the volume. I mean, if you look at the volume, it's a bit weird that quite a lot is coming from HTX and Pionex and Hotcoin, but it's not that much that you'd say like, all right, we're going to get a huge crash, which is possible, but it's not necessarily in the line of expectations. And personally, I also hold Alt, all right? So even though I think this price action is a bit shady, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that much to me. So yeah, the situation right now still very bullish, all right? I mean, we'll zoom into the situation a little bit more so we can talk about some other things. But if you look at this is an uptrend technically. Yesterday, or well, no, this was actually when we had a bit of a spike down with Bitcoin, I believe. Not really. I mean, we had a bit of a spike down towards our support level. I would say the main support level right now is this level at 53.5 up to 55 cents. And a bit of a spike down to that level. But overall, it's holding, all right? So what you see is that we have resistance levels. We break above those. We hold them as support. And that's been going on basically since last week, Wednesday. So for quite a while. So at some point of time, obviously, that's going to stop. But at this moment, I don't really see why that would stop right now. I mean, you can see that the open interest is down a bit. So we're losing some momentum. Since yesterday evening, but it's also not down that much. I mean, you can basically see that in this uptrend, we had things like these happen more often, where you basically have these drops where you have a little bit less momentum, but ultimately alt has always been able to break out. And then apart from that, even though altcoins are not performing that well right now, I do expect Bitcoin to get a bit of a pullback and to recover, which also helps for Altlayer. So I don't think this bullish momentum is over yet. Now, like I said, I do hold some alt, so I might be a bit biased on this, right? So keep that in mind. And like I said, at some point of time, it depends a lot on Bitcoin. I do think Altlayer historically has spiked up and down quite a bit. I think a spike down to this main support level at 50 cents is a possibility. But at this moment, if we do that, I would say we break above 55 cents easily afterwards. And my main price target at this moment would be 60, but 60 is so close to the previous high we made at 58.3 cents that I would say the main price target for me, even though it's not the closest resistance, would be 65, which is also a psychological level, and we tend to respect psychological levels quite a bit, and it's the 2.618 fib. So at this moment, I think it's most likely. I would say be careful a little bit. And entering right now, I'm not sure if that's the best idea. Bitcoin, I expect Bitcoin to break out, but it is the weakest it's been for the last week and a half. So that's also when when Altlayer, excuse me, started its bullish momentum. So be careful for that a little bit, all right? It's a Friday. Fridays can be quite volatile. So a spike down to 50 cents, I wouldn't say that's a problem. But a spike down to 50 cents and no immediate recovery, together with a weak Bitcoin, could actually cause more bearish momentum. But yeah, that's what I think you need to know for now. If you do have any questions, of course, let me know down in the comments. You can also find more info regarding everything down in the description. But that's up to you. For now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.